Okay, I'm sorry. Um, I'm just taking this in right now. I'm just gonna let my talking out and exercise that, whether I keep this in the video or not. Um, I'm aware this is Mercury retrograde right now, and while Mercury's retrograding, I'm over here just, finalizing the design graphically for this channel, right? And long story short, just day after day goes by, even if I'm very close to finishing it, the thing is that like the feeling in my like being, in my gut, in my spirit, in my heart, like it's just telling me to post this as soon as possible. And if it means like having my channel like look like this first, then like that's what it means, because I had I have this really really deep feeling that you need to see this video. And if I happen, okay, I'm just going to say this, if I happen to show up on your algorithm right now, this is very special for you. And I'm not saying it's special for you because I'm just saying it for the sake of it. I'm saying this on a level where you're probably either one of the first, like first viewers, or you are either going to be the 100th. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. All right? But you happen to come across a video of mine, which happens to be, sorry, you you see what I mean? Like the Mercury retrograde is just like, because my Mercury is in retrograde, right? My Mercury's in Pisces. And so when I'm like really going on a tangent of like, you know, where I'm at energetically, like the Mercury in Pisces is me is like, blah, 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 blah. You know? Like I just kind of lose track a little bit. But there's something about you clicking on this video because you happen to watch the very first video I'm going to be posting up. Which, if you're seeing it by now, it's there. And if you see it yourself, it's meant for you to see it. Whether you're going to see it later, save it in your watch later playlist. If you want to see it now, see it now. If you want to slow me down, go right ahead. If you want to speed me up, go right ahead. I'm a speed me up girl, okay? I love just like picking up information like quick. And that really helps me intake information lately, which is wild. I don't know if it's a problem, but like I don't do it all the time though. So like I do it by choice. I don't do it as like an automatic, like I do it for every single video I watch. There's some days where like a whole day I'm gonna be on like the 2 times speed because, you know, I gotta pick up the pace of what I'm doing while I listen to what I'm listening to. It just helps like even out like the balance of like my energy and what's going on in that moment. So, yes. If you're new, my name is Dove Diaz and my channel is called Dove's Visions. Welcome to my space. And I'm not talking about the MySpace in the early 2000s. But I mean, I'm kind of like, you know, this is kind of like MySpace, and you're more than welcome to sit and gather and just take in my perspective. And if you can't, honestly, for whatever reason, and I'm not saying you have to be a hater because of that, but if you really can't because you have stuff to do or you need to like focus on yourself, you focus on yourself, okay? It's Leo season. It's Leo season. And speaking of Leo season, this video is going to be a reading on the weekly how do I say it? The weekly, I would say it would be a weekly forecast, but like on a tarot sort of level. Okay. So I'm going to be doing it for August the 4th to August the 9th or 10th. I think it's the 10th. And yeah, so let's get started. So here we have here, I'm just going to rearrange this a little bit, just neatly here. I have, with my eyes closed, took out 3 decks. So the first one here is the Prism Oracle. This is one of my favorites, especially if you want to get the general context of what of the question or any question that you're asking, right? And so this is a Prism Oracle, and this is very color focused. So we are going to start off with that. And also come to find out today that my bird happened to bite the very edge of this booklet. So if you're wondering what are those bite marks, it's my bird. So okay, let's begin. So wow, all right, we already have success in the bottom of the deck. This is for the first viewer or the first many viewers. By the way, this is my first video. This is not like a video that I'm just making in the middle of the week and I'm putting a line that says like, if you see this, you're meant to watch it or something. That's not the case. I'm serious. It's that deep. You're meant to see this. Success is in the bottom of the deck. When I last used this deck, I didn't even realize that I placed this in the bottom, but that speaks volumes of the energies that are surfacing on the horizon this week. I don't know what it is or for what reason why, but let's get into it. All right. Thank you, Absolute, for my awareness, for the awareness you share with me, with everybody, through whatever it is that you need to let us know. I affirm that you guide me correctly for whoever these people are that are watching my video right now. We're straight up meant to be here. In the name of all names, in the name of the Absolute, the Most High, God, Spirit, Allah, Source, Chi. Thank you, awareness, for gathering us all here. And so it is. And may you bless and I'm going to affirm this, may every single person who sees this video has the most amazing, they are going to have the most amazing thing that's going to happen to them this week. I affirm that it will happen this week. I affirm for all of you, as I affirm for myself. Amen. Now, let's get to it. So, Absolute, what would you like us to know according to the energies of today? Actually, no. Sorry, guys. If you're wondering, that's usually a question I ask myself whenever I do my personal reading. So I'm so used to it for myself, and I practiced it for so long that I'm like, oh, wait. Other people are reading it. So let's get into it. Absolute, what would you like us all as a collective to know according to the energies of this week from Monday to Sunday? Oh. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look at this here. I know some of you are already hear the screen like, girl, success was in the bottom of the deck and then these two came out? Okay, let's talk about this, shall we? First off, this is very evident that people are going through, I don't want to say a spiritual warfare. I don't want to say a battle within yourself. I don't want to affirm that for you. But you are being challenged by particularly these two energies. So we have anxiety right here. Right here. Ooh, yes, the camera got it so well. And there's these, so that's anxiety right here. Whatever you first think of, take it in. Even for this card. So this actually came out on its side. So that is pretty interesting in of itself. That's how it all starts. So if we're realistically reading it like this now, there is a lot that is incompletion of whatever cycle you've reached the end of after many phases for the past as many as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years. So that's from, I think, 2017 to now. Okay? You're on here because for the past 8 years, you've been self-aware enough to the point where you knew that you cannot carry not only your emotions alone, but you cannot bypass anything within you besides bypassing what is external around you. Okay? You've been through an 8-year journey through that to the point where you are here now watching this, okay? Now, the reason why these two cards came up, and honestly, I could understand why this is on its side and why this is upright, is that there is a lot of energy of excitement, but depending, the challenge really though is holding that peace in your heart. When you are challenged and going through that excitement energy at the same time. Because without peace, it's anxiety. And when anxiety is present through excitement and you don't have any peace, this is likely to go upright. But if you choose peace, if you choose the knowing, especially that it's as simple as knowing who you are, knowing why you are here, and knowing what role you're meant to embody in this life, the knowing can really turn those circumstances around. And when anxiety tries to come in again and again, remind yourself of peace on any level. Whatever brings you peace, whatever, whatever like makes you still, but with contentment. Because whatever is going to happen this week is going to require you to be in that energy and to take that into consideration, okay? Now, so I'm just going to leave this to the side here, all right? And also I do want to take a look at the bottom cards too to get an extra confirmation, okay? So there's faith, Their strength. The strength in knowing exactly who you are so well that no matter what other people say, you are so convicted in knowing who exactly you are to the point where nothing except your state of being is taking it down. And you being aware of that forces you to be on repeat of reminding yourself how much your state of being matters. And oh my God. Of course. This is what happens when your state of being matters. Everything else falls according to your state. Whether it falls down or whether it comes up, I don't know. But your state of being matters if it means how the external is projected in your life. So, and honestly, if you want to see one more card, intuition, look at that. Flow, consciousness. So, okay, we're moving on. I'm not going to get into that because especially if you know, okay? So, and you know what? I'm going to read the terms as well from this book to see what messages come through or what stands out. And then I will, get to that. Okay. So let's see, anger. So, this card represents an acknowledgement that anger is a natural part of life. It's okay to feel angry, but what can you do with the immense amount of energy that comes with it? What can you do with the immense amount of energy that comes with it? How can you transform this particular energy that tries to come up, especially through anxiety? How can you do that? How can you transform that into something helpful for yourself and others? Keep that in mind. And also, I'm not going to read this part, but if you feel called because this color has been maybe calling to you, and because I'm also wearing the color red, just let me just bring it up here. I'll let you screen cap it. Okay? Here you go. One more. Okay. All right. So, let's get to anxiety now. So, let's see here. When you're feeling anxious, it is usually because you are very worried. Again, it's not peace that's causing anxiety through excitement. It's worry. Let go of it. This is not yours to hold, especially when you believe in the best dimension of your life is going to happen and you believe it so much that, sorry, I mean, I probably have to like bleep that out because I gotta have to make sure I'm on the side of YouTube here. But you see what I mean when I'm saying, like, when you're anxious, you're holding on to worry. You're not holding on to peace. When this love, with this type of excitement coming through. And let's see. So when this happens, so usually it is because when you're feeling anxious, it's because you're very worried about something uncertain, an outcome that is uncertain. When this happens, we write a script in our heads. We start assuming. It's not even a fact yet. It's not even a fact. You know, we, or I would say you, because that's definitely not the energy or the dimension I'm choosing in my life. Definitely not my dimension. But if you are choosing this script, then what you get in your life is that script. And if you know, you know. My Mercury's in Pisces retrograde. It may not make sense for those who are very new to this spiritual space right now. But those of you who know, you know. AKA, you are aware. So, but it's for those who choose that script. When this happens, you write a script in your head, creating an outcome that's most likely far worse than the actual outcome. Try your best to stay in the present and not focus on events that haven't occurred yet. It's interesting because it sounds too simple, right? It sounds way too simple, and I get it, because I was told the very same thing for like 7 years ago, I think. Actually, I think it really is 7 years ago, where I was told, like, you know, you got to change the script in your mind if you want to recover from the whole experience that I had for the past many years, whether it be CPTSD, whether it be any other kind of, like, the traumas that I'm not going to mention. You know, I'm just giving you names and categories and whatsoever. Or you could be somebody that has been diagnosed with this, whether it be now recently or many years ago or not too long ago. Either way, it sounds too simple to change your narrative that nothing except your state of being matters in order for you to truly get, and guaranteed, and I bet that you can get whatever you want. The way Bob Proctor bets on people, I bet that you can absolutely get whatever you desire the most in your life. But if you are going to do that, hold on to the seed of the paradigm that you are there. This is not you are in the end and you are already at the result. No, you are there as if it's happening now. Hold on to that belief. I don't know why I'm saying this. I think somebody needs to hear that. So, I'm going to, actually, no. Wait. I'm already jumping too soon because I'm already excited to open this deck. But this is the Angel Numbers Oracle deck. Forgive me, excuse me. I'm gonna get this off. I know the Virgos here are like, she's got a spot on the deck. I know, okay? I know. I get it. I'm an Aquarius sun. Who are you talking to? Who do you think you're talking to? So, this is the Angel Number Oracle deck by the Pulp Girls. I just want to give them a shout out because other than the Prism Oracle, though, this Oracle, amazing. Like, I recommend anybody to get this deck if you really feel called to, you know, share, like, to get a deck that is pretty much angel number related, word related, and, you know, oracle deck like this that can help bring more context to your readings. So, yeah, let's go. So, all right. Isn't this so pretty? Oh my goodness. Like, they really put so much freaking thought. They put so much thought into this. And it's so beautiful. So, let's get started, shall we? Oh my God. Okay. Let me just put this on the side first. Okay. See, this is the state we're going to choose to be at. And this too, okay? Because these cards are not meant to be reverse, right? But we can make a choice on how we alchemize what we're going through, right? So if we have that choice, we can turn it around. And yeah, so let's get to it. Speaking of turning shit around, also, if I really can't say these words, I'm gonna have to blur it out. So if you hear that, like it's that's why. Okay, abundance is in the bottom of the deck, and it's 888. So, wow, that's because I just read with it recently too. But sometimes, like whatever I just put randomly at the bottom of the deck, it will be for the next read. It will be relative for the next reading. Oh my God. And guess what the fuck is up? Guess what's underneath the deck now, just as I shuffle? Truth. You know what? Let's just do this, shall we? All right, Absolute. What would you like us to know according to the energies of this week from August 4th to August 10th? What would you like us to know according to the energies of August 4th to August 10th? Let's see. Whoa. Okay. Let's take it. Usually I don't take a little chunk that comes out like this, but I just saw the term and that's enough for me. Oh my gosh. Potential is in the bottom of the deck. Isn't that interesting how that connects? Hold on, let me just, actually I'll put this here. Isn't it interesting how that connects to faith? How faith is what activates the potential. If you choose to hold on to the knowing, like you bet to hold on to peace in your heart, if you choose to hold that within yourself, all you increase is the potential of the best outcome that you want in your life. And it first starts with not how you're talking about, it's not just your daily dialogue, okay? This is also how you talk and treat yourself. Okay, especially with this yellow right here and the expansion, excitement. So let's get to this, shall we? So let's see here. So there's self-love. There's make-a-wish, 111. There's security, 808. And there's leveling up, 144. And this one's 2255. And it's so interesting because this one reflects the bottom of the deck. This reflects the bottom of the deck. This, I feel, reflects this if you choose to turn this energy around by choosing to transmute your excitement through the feeling of peace. I keep on mentioning this again and again. I don't know why, but it's bound to make sense for somebody, okay? So here we have the 4 cards here. Self-love, make-a-wish, security, and leveling up. So first and foremost, these are numbers that came out that are either in repetition or in order or in balance, right? So 808 is in balance. 1144, it's asymmetrical, but it's still like, it's in order, still in order, in order, in order, literally. It's all in order. Whatever this means, everything is in order, and it's all going according to your state of being. And wherever it is, especially if your state of being right now is, I believe in myself, I bet on myself. If your state of being is, I know that I have options. I always have options until my last breath kind of energy, okay? Until my last word, okay? Until all of that. Until all of this, the way you speak to yourself, especially when you're at that point right now, and if you're watching this and you have strengthened your faith to the degree where you are about to literally shift into, like, if I'm on after all the years of not just hermiting, but after all the years of preparing for this channel, and I'm still posting it anyways because, I don't think at this point, if I don't care if it means somebody needs to hear this, it doesn't matter. And once you see, like, literally how my whole channel ends up looking in its complete design, other than this, like, what do you call it? Like, those shows, like, with the first episodes, like the pilot? This is a pilot. We're in the pilot before we start the first season for the next 20 years. Okay? You're in the pilot. But I feel like whoever is watching this, like, you are playing a role in the pilot that carries on the show, starting from how you start in the pilot. I don't know why I'm saying this, but that's literally the best example I can give right now. Okay? You're leveling up your faith right here. You're guaranteed security by changing your state of being. Your wishes only come true if you believe so. Just like the Bible verse where, I forgot which verse it was, but I think it was in Luke or something. Somebody has to know the Bible, like whoever's reading this or hearing this message. But it's this verse about how if you pray and you believe as if it is done, it is done. Like if you believe that what you are praying for has happened now, or what you affirm for is happening now, or what you are choosing to assume of yourself is happening right now, it's happening right now. Just like what's happening right now, if you wake up in the morning, okay? If you wake up in the morning and you get up and you're like, I'm tired. I'm hungry. I'm sorry. And look, I'm not laughing at people like saying that. I mean, I think it was just so random that I brought up. That's why I'm laughing about it. I'm sorry, but like it's the autism in me, you know what I mean? Like there's always a reason why I'm like laughing a little. And obviously it's not because of other people suffering, because like let's, this is not the channel. Okay? If you are a person that laughs at other people's suffering and you're on my space, bye. Bye. Okay? Bye. I'm just gonna wait for them to leave. Are they good? Are they gone? Are they gone? Okay. Let's continue. So, breathe, girl, breathe. But then again, it's my first video, so. But I think that's where you're at too. You're just like, get it together, girl. Like, get it together. Like, I know this is intense, but you got this. Thank God it's Leo season. Thank God it's not Aquarius season. And you can't say anything about how I'm an Aquarius hater. I'm Aquarius Sun and I'm an Aquarius Mars, girl. Like, I'm also talking about myself too, but also let's get this straight as well. We are all the signs. What I mean by that is that no matter what your birth chart is, and you know what, I could absolutely go into a debate, like onto a debate with anybody who tries to disagree with me about this, unless there's something for me to learn. You see, I'm not always like freaking closing all the opportunities for me to learn at least about something that evidently I actually might not knowing about, It's very Aquarius energy in me. But like, that in of itself, it's very crucial to, like, if we go back to this again, it's crucial, especially with Make a Wish, especially for this week, it is crucial to speak to yourself as if you are in the body of the person who has everything you desire in your life. Because whatever is happening this week, like, I want you to check back this video in 1 week. And you tell me, because I'm either delusional, like I'm either delulu, or I'm getting onto something. But this is the energy right now. So let's get to one more spread. And then afterwards, what I'm going to do, because I feel like people are very curious about the terms, which I wouldn't mind getting into, because I know some people, I'm just going to say something that I think should be said, but I think it's also part of divination, and it doesn't make you less skilled. I think somebody needs to hear this message. It's just as much as a part of divination, and it's just as much of a tool to read the key terms besides intuitively reading the whole entire message. It's a tool as well for you to go through if you feel called to it. You follow your intuition. You flow with that inspired spark no matter what. If you need to hear this because you think like, well, somebody's going to judge me because I'm going to be reading off the book. No. Okay? Forget about that. If it helps the downloads come through because you're going with the flow, then you go with the flow and you do it, whether other people like it or not. Okay? So. So what we have here, this is the last deck here. And honestly, I love this because it gets so specific on an astrological level. and it's called Star Codes Astro. So this is a pocket oracle version of this because, as you can tell, my hands are so small. My hands are so small, okay? So this helps, okay? This helps. So let's get to it, shall we? And also before I get into this is by Heather Roan Robbins, and the artwork is by Lucas Lua de Souza, if that's how you pronounce it properly. Oh my god, I probably butchered it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Lucas. I said Lucas, and then I want to say Lucas, but I said Luke. Okay, somebody who knows whatever, the Bible or something, and you know that verse about like the whole, if you pray and you believe you already received it, then you receive, you have it. That's for you. This message is specifically for you. Okay, so let's get this deck out before I'm officially done with this reading. Okay, I'm not gonna give specific, like day by day tarot reading, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, this is not the type of weekly reading I'm going to deliver for this, but the type of weekly reading that I will deliver for this one, though, is the type where if you feel called and you remember this video when something happens and you're like, oh my gosh, this reminds me of that video that Dove posted. Come back and then let me know down in the comments as well what your thought process was, how your week was, how did it end up turning out to be in general, okay? And so, especially if you resonate with this, that's the most important part. If you don't resonate with it, don't take it, because if you're choosing to assume a life that is not even and even a message that is not even yours anyways, and you know it's not, and it's full of this detail that you're like, I wouldn't even want to assume it, but I'm still gonna claim as my message. Like, you're not doing this tarot swimming in the tarot sea of YouTube tarot ocean, like like you're not navigating right. I'm sorry. This might actually be for somebody who also needs to hear it. Okay, all right, let's get to it. All right, Absolute. I'm gonna use this deck this time besides all the other ones, and I'd like to ask you, with this deck this time and the last one, what would you like us to know according to the energies of this week from from August 4th to August 10th. Look at that Chiron. Oh my goodness, oh girl. Okay, anyways, so, and if you are a guy on this channel too, and you're very open-minded and you're here for taking in a message that you already resonate with as well, welcome. And so, and also for everybody here, if you want to save this video again, go right for it. If you want to like this video, go right for it. But of course, give this video a like, especially if you believe in your own mindset that, yeah, somebody's going to need to hear this. I have a feeling it's got to go up in their algorithm. Like, do it, okay? Let's get to it. And also, if you resonate to the point where you want to keep up with the energies and you really resonate with my channel, then go right ahead and subscribe, okay? I'll be here on a weekly, hopefully twice weekly, because I'm going to be posting this, and I'm going to be posting the full moon video in Aquarius for August 9th, right? So this is the first one. The second one will be coming up this week. So by week, two times a week, I would say that's the total. So Let's get to it. Absolute, what would you like us to know? Awareness, what would you like us to know according to the energies of today? And, well, not just today, but for this week from August 4th to August 10th. What would you like us to know from this Monday to this Sunday? What would you like us to know? From this lunar day to the solar day. What would you like us all to know? Wow. So usually when the deck takes a little longer to come out, or a card takes a little longer to come out, that's when awareness is really getting themselves ready to make sure a very specific message comes out. So let's get to the shuffling. So what would you like us to know according to the energies of this entire week? What would you like me and the collective to know right now? What would you like me and the collective to know who is watching this right now? Nurture. And the 9th. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just talked about this. Let's get closer, shall we? So we have Ceres, right? And the asteroid in of itself. And one of its key terms is nurture. So, and it's interesting because there's like a bouquet of flowers, but then there's this like, whatever this sharp instrument like thing is that cuts through certain things, maybe crops, or it looks like what, you know, somebody from like the death card will hold or something, you know, but yet it is in a card like Ceres with the term nurture on it. And honestly, I cannot help but think of the fact that nurturing yourself and your mindset is not just, you know, reminding yourself, because this is oh my, that's it. I'm getting out. I'm getting out of this freaking reading. Look at this. I just showed this. Chiron, heal. And look at that. Scorpio, investigate. You could be a Scorpio as well who's watching this. I'm a dominant Scorpio, actually. So, but you see how this is in the bottom of the deck, though. It's not just nurturing your mindset with consistent reminder of your beliefs, because the 9th house rules that, okay? This is also a reminder for your mindset that you have the permission as well to cut whatever you need to cut off for the sake of whatever you are going to explore in your life. For the sake of that, to not be halted. For the sake of this entire experience, whatever you're going to be having this week, to not be halted. Cut down whatever is irrelevant to your mindset and that only harms it, not nurtures it, not keeps it consistently well and health and just full of I don't know what to say. Like, I think I just said it all as clearly as I could. But you know what? Actually, it's interesting because I'm back to like the part where I'm surprised I didn't even carry on talking about this point. We are all the signs. Like every wheel in our birth chart contains all of the signs. It doesn't matter if you have two signs in two houses and you're missing two signs, like, because sometimes people would have like two times like the houses because like the other sign is also in that house, but another sign is also in the house. I don't know what you call it, okay? But even if you have those type of placements, it does not matter, because as long as you are alive, you contain all those houses, like you contain all the signs within you just as much as everyone else around you, and even everything and everywhere, because there's astrocartography, right? As well. I think maybe somebody needed to hear this. Maybe you need to like check in with somebody who is in astrocartography if you're planning to move somewhere, especially in these times, okay? If you're planning to move out somewhere and you happen to need to get to the conclusion of where you should, move to, but you don't know where to start with there. Because I guarantee you, especially if somebody who's an expert in it, you could even search YouTube videos about it. You could ask ChatGPT about it and compare that with the YouTube videos, so then you could come to your own conclusion while looking at your birth chart details through an astrocartography chart on sites like maybe Astro or something. I don't know. But if you feel called to leave because of whatever reason it is that out of everybody is for your best interest, for whatever reason that is required of you, because that that it's yours, or that it's in your hands, that you just know it, it's going to happen anyways. So even if you're not planning to right now, just look into it. So then by the time, whether you are then beginning the process of searching, where you want to go, then you can actually narrow down your research, and then you could go into whatever you like. But this also tells me, but let's get back to the actual reading here. Nurturing your beliefs is required by watering it, and sometimes by deep potting that seed and cutting it the hell out. This literally, because maybe this is why I talked about how the word is not like spiritual warfare or the war of the mind or whatsoever. And also we don't have to affirm that also for ourselves. You don't need to describe your mind as if it's going through a war, or think that that's the only option to describe. I think somebody needs to hear that, because the way you even talk about your circumstances, like, it's one thing to not be in the state of your being and to talk about your circumstances, but to talk about your circumstances like this, instead of sticking to the actual like reality that, yeah, my mind can be challenged, then all it's going to do is reflect your like the external of how much you're challenged by so many other things around you. I'm telling you, I'm not saying this, out of ignorance. I'm saying this out of experience. Okay? So nurturing your mind by watering it, by, it could be the fact that you need to hydrate yourself. And do that. I got my chalice here. God bless. God bless. But as I was saying, before I go, isn't this aligned again to potential, ninth house, belief, faith, belief, potential, ignited? Like, this is literally the same reading that I'm talking about. Like, this is related to everything here. It's just about accepting it and applying that in your life. And if you already do apply in your life, this is a reminder to keep your assumptions strong, keep your prayers strong, keep your affirmations strong. If it means continuing the script of the life that you really freaking want, okay? This is why I'm on here in the middle of Mercury retrograde, just giving you this message while I'm straight up like finishing the rest of my visual design setup before I really like bring in the visuals and stuff. Like, you see a green screen, you know, I'm coming in with the green screen as my background. Like, that's how much Spirit's telling me, like, these specific group of people, they need to hear what you need to say now. Or not, they need to hear what you need to say now. You have a message that people are, it's written in people's lives to hear. Whether I like where I'm at or whether I don't like where I'm at. I didn't like where I was, of course, because I'm just like, why am I doing this now? Is it out of pressure or is it out of just simply knowing? And really, out of all the times, this time is really simply the knowing that somebody out here is needing to hear this. I know, and I said this so many times, but that's how powerful this week is. This week is honestly going to require you to nurture yourself. It's going to require you to be consistent with leveling yourself up. It's going to require you to love yourself in ways that even if you catch yourself joking about your insecurities, you take advantage. Self-love is not just loving yourself through the awareness of taking care of your hygiene, taking care of your sleep hours, taking care of what you eat every day. It's also self-love, taking care and being aware of what you tell yourself every single day of your life. And it's not just to other people, it's to you. It's to how you think. It's to what you choose to scroll. It's to what accounts you choose to follow. It's to what accounts you choose to subscribe to, channels. And my bird is chirping. That's a sign, okay? The chicken, my bird, is pretty much saying, that's a word. And that's a word. Right? Yeah. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it takes self-love. It takes holding on to the wish as true. Holding on to whatever you are like, you know what? Let's make it happen. Like, and you know what? It's compassion. Some of you need to give yourself some compassion. And this is what I told myself a couple of days ago as well, okay? If you are doing things for the past couple of months, especially the past half year, okay? And if you, what was it gonna say? If you don't think that, and I told myself in one of my practice readings, because I do like a practice read, and I always go back like every single week, and I've been so consistent with it, and I make sure that I do that because it helps me refine my practice, honestly. And anyways, I'm gonna be back. Just give me a moment. Okay. All right, we're back. So, sorry, my partner just called, and look, I hate to say this again, but my partner's even telling me, thank God you're doing this video. And it's all because whoever needs to hear this is meant to. I really appreciate you really taking the whole entire time. Like, I'm not sure how long it's been, like an hour or something. Wow, it's been an hour. Oh my gosh. That's it. We're good. We're at the end. So, and either way, you are where you desired to be. And I affirm that for every single one of you who's watching this. And even my chicken in the background. Isn't that right, chicken? That's right. That's right. He's giving all the confirmation. He's just like, you hear my mom. But anyways, I hope you have a wonderful week of another wonderful other week in the middle of Leo season. Again, my name is Dove Diaz, and thank you so much for watching all of this, whether you sped me up or slowed me down or whatever. I'm so grateful that, not that you just came to my channel, but I'm grateful that you came across this message for the sake of hearing whatever it is that you needed to hear the most. That is going to honestly help you carry through the entire week if it does. And I'm gonna choose to assume that it does anyways, and that it will. So, may you all have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next video. Subscribe if you want to keep up, and happy Leo season. I'll see you in the next one.